Hey peeps, it's your girl AmberCharmayne, and we are going to shop the 2025 trends as seen by moi, your girl AmberCharmayne, of course. So I did do a video of the 2025 spring summer runway shows and the trends that I saw within the shows, and the overall trend that I saw was maximalism. So we are going to get into all the different details, which I did go over at the end of that video, the specific details within that umbrella of maximalism. And even if you aren't a maximalist, I am going to show you some more like casual, more everyday vibes, but how you can still make it maximalist. And we are going to do this pretty much by retailer, so make sure you stay tuned to shop some of the new in for spring summer. So the first retailer is going to be Macy's, of course, because y'all know that I'm a Macy's girl. So the first item that we are going to be seeing is this mango skirt, and it is the embroidery that you see on the screen that makes it maximalism. And I would say that it is pretty dainty and not really that crazy. Like, I think people hear maximalist and they think crazy, but there is a way to do it for the everyday person. And I feel like the everyday person actually has a lot of details in their wardrobe, but they just might not be looking at it as maximalist or, you know, this big crazy thing. But this added detail of the embroidery makes it maximalist and pulls out some of the details that we saw from those runway shows where they just had these extra little details. Maximalism is truly in the details. It's not always about adding a whole bunch of things. Sometimes it's just about going that extra mile. So this next brand is Avec les Filles, and I absolutely love this brand. Every single time I've been in stores in the last 2 years and I have seen this brand, not knowing that it's the brand, I end up like picking those items. Actually, that's what I'm wearing today. I love this jacket. It is Avec les Filles, and I don't know, is that French? Like, let me know, am I saying that right? How do I say it? Can somebody type it out phonetically in the comments for me? But yeah, love this brand. So you see this two-piece set, which the two-piece set has so many details. Now, I do think maybe if you aren't such a maximalist girl, you won't do the set together or the two pieces together. But that is the beauty of a two-piece set, is that you don't have to do it together. So you could put it together for that, you know, extra punch of maximalism, or you can separate it so then you have a piece that has some extra added detail, structure, lining, material, all of the things with this specific piece. You just have to have one. And then you do, like, say you had the top and you did just a black jean and then like some tan brown boots, or like a boot with a pattern or flats with a pattern or something like that. You're good. You're good. You did your part to feed into the maximalism, or just not even feeding into maximalism, but you are putting some extra effort into your look just by being detailed in the construction of the piece. So we have another Avec les Filles piece. This skirt I actually saw in person at Macy's. Oh my god, I love this skirt so much. I think this would be so perfect for the spring summer, and low-key the fall, but really spring summer for sure. So the lining in this skirt is amazing to me. It's like such a subtle detail, but to me really feeds into building up a maximalist outfit. So I really love that detail, and I think that the everyday girly could wear this. Let the skirt speak for itself, and then put on a solid shirt, a jacket, and maybe like some statement earrings, jewelry, and you're good to go. Okay, so we have a mango top, and this is so colorful. I absolutely love the way that this top looks, and I actually think it would be a lovely idea to mix patterns and pair this with the last skirt that we just saw. So let me know how y'all feel about that idea. But this shirt sweater is actually so cute. So I do think that the texture, it's adding color, because we need some color for the spring. Even though I did say in my trends video that black is truly a trend for this summer and like being sleek, we still need some color, okay? And we are still going to have some cold days, and some people don't live in places that are warm. So this sweater with the pattern, the lines, the color, the texture is absolutely perfect, especially for a maximalist. Okay, so we have another two-piece set. This one is by Avec Les Filles. And keep in mind, when I was going through the Macy's website picking this out, I wasn't paying attention to the actual individual brands. I was just picking out what I thought fit with the maximalist themes and the details from the runway shows. And then I saw the pattern. Girl, you are in love with Avec Les Filles. And I know I'm destroying the name, but bear with me. But this two-piece set, especially for the everyday world, yes, like this is going to make you put together. There's detail throughout. The color, the white and the baby blue, perfect for the spring, gives this very fresh and airy, clean look. But you are actually serving a look in this outfit because of this kind of like embroidered type of detail and the way that the hem is as well. It's like this, so just like little details like that actually make such a difference to the overall look that you are giving. So I picked this on 34th shirt because it has a little detail on the shoulder. Now for the everyday girl, the type of shoulder details that we saw in the Chanel show, I just don't think that that's really ready to wear as far as what I've seen thus far. Maybe from certain retailers, which of course we're going to go through different retailers in this video, so perhaps we'll get to see that. But for a lot of retailers, all of that extraness at the collar and on the sleeves, I feel like isn't something that I've always seen. But what they will do is like this little frill like we see pretty much in this shirt here. And I thought it was different because this is more of a sweater material. It's a vest and then we still have that frill, so it also makes it kind of feminine and girly as well, and a different texture for that type of detail. You typically see that in more like blouse type shirts and that type of silky satin material. So we have another two-piece set. I love this set. Once again, this is very girly, very feminine, but we have some florals and then we also have some, just the way that the fabric lays, it's kind of like a skirt, like a schoolgirl skirt. I can't think of the correct name for what I'm trying to tell y'all, but you see just how it like flaps over the way that the shirt is constructed. I absolutely love that. Once again, this is going to make you look put together. You can also mix and match it as well, and I love the pocket detail because who doesn't love a pocket? Okay, period. We all love a pocket, but the construction of the top and even some of the details with the shorts, it just makes it a very unique piece because you typically don't see a top made like this. At least I haven't. So let me know, am I right or wrong? Have you seen this a lot, or is this something that's kind of unique? And it's great to have this as a ready-to-wear piece in a retailer. So I found this dress. It is the brand Mila, and some of these retailers such as Macys, they will have some more high-priced dresses, some designer dresses, and sometimes they're in store, but a lot of times they are online only. So, but this is like a higher priced and more detailed dress, but this definitely gives some of the maximalist vibes that we saw on multiple runways. So yeah, I thought that this was nice, that this is something that is attainable to the everyday person, just as far as, you know, it's not just in a showroom or something like that, but it is a very well made dress with a lot of detail. The next retailer that I want to get into is Nordstrom, of course. If it's not Macy's, it's probably Nordstrom, okay? So let's get into the Nordstrom pieces. So one of the things that I really tried to do with a lot of these retailers is find some of the black items that they had that actually will feed into the maximalist vibe, because as we went over in the 2025 trends video, even though black is one of the colors that I saw a lot, like it's going to be a sleek summer, y'all, it is still going to need to get into that maximalist bag. Like, we're not doing the plain black outfits. Like, give us a little something. So this one is black and white, but I thought the girls that are minimalist, this is something that they can wear. It's summertime-esque. It definitely, you know, got your arms out, you can breathe, but you are following into that trend and probably some colors that you already want to wear anyway. So this is just like a new in item at Nordstrom. So we have this Elliot dress that I think is amazing. It has florals, it has the frilliness, it's very girly, it's very spring. So some of the details that I see that I also saw in the runway shows, it has some fabric like hanging right here at the top, and then down below kind of near the waist it has more of like a ruffle effect, and the bottom is layered. It's like this lace instead of just a regular solid fabric, and of course they're changing the color from that floral, and then it's just going into this like beigey light pink type of color. So we have a lot of detail, a lot of things going on in the dress, but it is just constructed in a way where it's not like too much, I would say. And then also the shape of the bottom, so it's actually like it's almost like it's a slit kind of in a V, so when you see her move it comes apart so that you can see the opening. So that's another added detail as well. So there's a lot going on at the bottom, like the actual skirt part of the dress, and we saw that in several shows, which you will see on the screen as well. So we have a Free People top. So as you can see, this top is black, but it has a lot of different details with the openings, like just the little spaces showing some skin. It's pretty much like see-through for the most part, but it really isn't too revealing because it is actually keeping like the boob area covered. This Farm Rio dress is the color black, and then it has the white lace embroidered crochet detail, and I think that adds something also, just with it kind of having like some texture, and just it's, you know, ever so slightly of course raised off the fabric, so we have this extra texture to the predominant fabric, which we saw as well. And that's another thing that I'm going to showcase in some of the other retailers, is that there are some 3D effects that we kind of saw from some of the shows that, you know, are just kind of like attachments to the actual garment. So this is a really nice summer dress. If you're going to maybe like a festival or something like that, this is a really nice dress. Okay, so with the Desi collection, we right into the 3Ds. So that's why I picked this specific dress, is you see these additional like pieces, additions kind of hanging from the dress, and that just gives it this ethereal, y'all, why can't I say that word? Ethereal, I still think I'm saying it wrong, let me know, but ethereal type of look. Like it's definitely giving fairy, it's giving it's just giving so cutesy, like that's what it's really giving. But the detail is in that option, that choice that the designer made to put something kind of like hanging off the dress. This English factory dress, like look at it. Once again, I think that if you are a minimalist or somewhere in between, this dress is really nice. I don't think that it's doing too much, but it's doing just enough to where you are giving, you're not even just like put together, but you're giving a sense of style. You're giving personality. You are already showing up in the space as somebody that we want to know, like who are you? Also, this is on sale right now, and it comes in several different colors, so you can do the white for a all white party, or you could do some colorful looks for every day, or you know, brunch or something like that. This is our last item from Nordstrom. These are some Steve Madden pants, and they have these like eye-shaped those wouldn't be teardrops, but eye-shaped type of cutouts on the jeans, and then they have some bedazzlement around that shape. So that is just a detail that is very interesting to me, and I think it's very subtle. And of course, one might say that you can't get that many wears out of this, but honestly, yes you can, especially if you're a maximalist girl. Okay, you could do a whole lot with this, a whole lot. So, but for a girl that is not a maximalist, this is something where you could have a piece, you know, it's just jeans, but this detail has made it something more interesting. It draws people's eyes to this because they're like, oh, okay, like what's going on here? So that detail, you know, cut out, we have the bedazzlement, and it's regular pants, but this extra detail actually makes it something, you know, it kind of makes something that's normal interesting. So let me tell y'all, Zara really did not come through for the girls when it came to the maximalist trend, which, I mean, what do we expect? But they had just a few items. They came through more so with the purses, which I'm going to do the purses last. So let's go ahead and look at this sweater from Zara. It is red, and you know, depending on what you're doing in the summertime, or you're going to work and they got the air blasting, as most of these corporate buildings tend to do, you will have this sweater to keep you warm. And there are some details in here that definitely give us that maximalist vibe. So really it's just the texture and the material. I don't know if it actually is like knit, but it gives knit type of cardigan. So yeah, but it seems like kind of like almost as if it's frayed in a way, but it's really not. Like, I guess it's just like that knit woolly type of, you know, look that it has. So I really like this sweater as far as, you know, what Zara had to offer. In 2024, the whole print and pattern, animal print type of pattern, was actually a really big thing. And y'all, I still don't got my prints down. I know that there is a difference, but I don't know if this is cheetah, leopard, or what. Okay, so but I do know that this kind of print, for the most part, just from what I can see with my eyes without knowing the true difference, this was a big thing in 2024, and I feel like it's going to kind of go into 2025 simply because people done bought it up. So they're going to keep wearing their things, right? So I also like the fact that the actual straps are pretty thick. It's like it's almost a 3-finger thick strap. And so this also, as far as it being a pattern or a print, whichever one, I will learn the difference one of these days. But whichever one that it truly is, it is almost like a neutral. So for the minimalist girls, you could wear this and not really be seen as doing too much. But then for the maximalist girls, you can wear this and layer it and do so many things as far as that goes to build up your overall look. Okay, yeah, So this 2-piece set is the only thing that I truly saw on Zara's website as far as just the new in. That's all I was looking at, really, was new in. And this was the only thing that I saw that I really liked. So yeah, I really especially like the way that it was portrayed in the actual pictures for the marketing on the website. I do like how it's kind of very moody. It's this blotchy type of like look. So I thought that was really interesting, and like the colors, and then also just it kind of pretty much being like a suit and kind of playing with the masculine and feminine type of thing that we saw on the runway quite a few times. Okay, so since I don't want this video to be too long, let's go ahead and speed up going through some of these items. So we are going into Revolve. So this piece is the piece. Like, of all the things that I chose, I really feel like this is like top 5, if not number 1. So once again, with the black, look at the details in this black piece. This is what I'm talking about. Like, it's really this for me. Like, if it's not this for you, I just don't even know. Like we are not the same. Like, the top is Norma Kamali, and just look at the details. So we have sheer, it's a bodysuit. Once again, we have the 3D detail, like it's coming off of the fabric. Pretty much, I guess these are supposed to be like flowers. Pretty much, I would say. Yeah, it's flowers. And so this is just so good, y'all. So we have this embellishment. That's the word I've really been looking for. It's embellished, and it's coming off, it's raised, there's texture, you know, because it's creating a flower, so that's creating texture in the garment. Even like it's creating like lines as well, but you know, the lines are, you know, not so straight. It's kind of like fluffy and cutesy. So yes, this is everything. This is everything. I love this item as well. It's also Norma Kamali, and so we see that we have some flowiness, we have some layers with the like kind of like, I don't know what you would call that, but just like it's sitting on the chest and it's creating layers, and then of course when you walk it's just gonna sashay ever so lovely. So I included this retrofit skirt because it has the fur, and there's also like a two-piece set, so it has fur on the actual jacket as well. I feel like jean just gives us American Americano. It just gives that whole entire feel, gives us classic, you know, but then it's adding the fur, which is pretty much what we saw in the Chanel show. So that's kind of what I was kind of taking from this piece and why I added it, because of the detail with that, but we also saw that in the Chanel show. Now Akira, okay, like I want to be at their freaking runway show one of these days. I want to be invited. I want to be front row. I want to be sitting next to Janae Naylor, like, yeah. I was introduced to this brand probably by Janae Naylor because she loves them. I'm pretty sure it was like 3 or so years ago that I feel like she kind of introduced them to everybody, you know, showing it a part of her New York Fashion Week experience. And she was definitely at their show, and I do believe wore a piece, and so did Jackie Aina. So Aknavas is literally everything. Once again, we have the embellishments, the big flowers on the jean dress. So yes, that's definitely giving us maximalist to the 10th power, and I just think Aknavas is definitely a maximalist dream. This is our last Revolve item, and this is Akira. I love the color because we need the colorful pieces for the spring and summer. I love how it fades down into 2 different colors. The shoulders have a little bit of construction there. It's not like your typical shoulder. Love the V, and then we have the embellishments as well. Next brand is going to be Akira. So this white top has so many details. The construction of the top alone is really seeing something. It's definitely giving statement piece. Akira is statement piece heaven. Like, that's all they do is a statement piece pretty much. So we see that the construction itself is something, and then on the actual, you know, construction of it, there's lining that's actually, you know, that you're able to see, and then the cutout pretty much in the back showing some skin. So lots of details. Okay, so this dress right here definitely is what I am talking about. Like, we are able to wear black. Yes, wear your black, but don't let it be boring. And this is not boring. This is giving what needs to have gave. Okay, we have this like white or ivory type of piece. Like, look at this. Look at this. Do y'all see it? Like, it's just, honestly, this one is just like too many details, and I don't even know the name of like what's really going on to accurately like state what's happening, but it's like a whole bunch of like windmills, like kind of. And yeah, I just think that this, and then all you have to do is wear something simple, like some simple jeans and a pump and simple earrings. Like, you just let the shirt speak for itself. So I picked these pants specifically because they remind me of the Prada show where they had all the different like pieces of metal on the pants and on the skirts. So definitely this is something that I feel like directly correlates, and it's definitely giving us all the trends, all the vibe. And we have another black piece with the pretty much is see-through, and you can wear this multiple ways. You can wear so many different things underneath it, but it's not just a plain black piece. Moving along to Pretty Little Thing. Pretty Little Thing actually surprised me and did not have that much either. So I was kind of like, yo, like, what's going on? But I did find a few things. So this black top, we have the low like cow neck type of thing, and then the back is out. So this is definitely giving you classy vibes. It's giving us texture. It's giving us some ruffle pretty much, and you are not just wearing something basic. Okay, y'all, this bustier right here, or corset right here, like, I honestly really need this. I really need this. Like, look at the colorfulness of it all. Look at the look at the detail. Look at just how like avant-garde it looks. Like, y'all see that? We have us another black piece. The back is out, so this is like the most simple of all the black items that I've probably put in this video. So definitely, if you're an all black girly, this is for you. But you're able to put that back out and give them something to look twice at. So we have another embellished number here, and I love the way that it's really nude for like a white girl, but you know, nude. It's definitely, you know, giving like see-through a little bit, and then we have the embellishment, so that gives us the detail, but it's really not that crazy of a dress, but it is something different. And honestly, I didn't find the link for the shorts, but maybe I'll try to find it for the description box down below. Make sure y'all check the description box for all links. I will make a commission if you shop after clicking on that link, so you know, helps your girl out. But those shorts actually are tea. So this is the last retailer as far as the clothing. We are going to do Shein. So Shein really wasn't coming through for me either that much, but let's get into the pieces that I did find. So this black skirt, it has the sheer, and then also like this skirt, it reminded me, I can't even think of the brand, it'll be on the screen, but there was a brand where I think it was Prada. No, yeah, it was Prada. And I think we saw it in maybe a few other shows, but definitely it was the Prada where they were having items and then putting like a sheer thing over top of the actual like clothing piece. Like they were making that just like one piece, but you could see what it was that they were wearing underneath, and that reminded me of that. So I like this black dress because it is pretty plain, but then it has like that little print on there, and I felt like it just gave resort vibes. It gave like a very quaint night out. It's definitely for a girly that doesn't want to do the most but still wants to do a little something. So this is just a dress I picked. I won't say that I'm the most excited about this dress. I do like the ombre, and I do think that like having the circles and then also the movement that the bottom provides with, you know, it being able to like move around and everything. I do like all the details, but I just put this dress to like kind of show some movement and, you know, some of the things that we saw on the runway. So this is the last dress, and once again we have so much texture, we have the embellishments, and it's a nice green color for the summer. So let's actually move into the big bag trend. I have not looked at any trend videos, and I'm so happy that I finally have filmed these videos because I've been holding off, so I was not actually impacted by other people's opinions, influenced by their thoughts. So I can't wait to see what other people have deemed as bag trends, because the big bags, I'm like, I know I'm not the only one who saw that. I'm not the only one, right? So let's get into the big bags. So I kind of just ended up finding these bags by happenstance when I was looking through the sites. So I did pick bags that I do like, but I didn't really do like too thorough of a dig. So I'm just gonna quickly kind of show y'all the bags. Also, what I did find is a lot of these bags are deemed totes. So yeah, that's the thing. So like if you want the big bags, you know, type in tote and you should be able to get what you need. So we have this mango purse from Nordstrom. I feel like it's a good everyday bag, nothing too crazy. I do like this All Saints bag as like an everyday type of thing, going to a farmer's market, going to a festival type of thing. Or if you are just wearing like an actual casual outfit, just throwing this on to like go run errands. I think this Zara purse is really nice. Now let me just say this, I do like the Zara purses, but I am not a fan of the price of the Zara purses. So y'all let me know if y'all think that the prices are, or the bags are worth the prices that Zara has said. Now this one is labeled a tote, and this definitely gave me the vibes that we saw on the runway, like the way that she's holding the bag and everything. Like yeah, this Free People bag, I actually really do like this, especially if you have multiple errands or you're coming from the gym or something like that. Like I think that this is a really like put together bag that's gonna fit like everything you need. So I actually really like this Tom Ford bag. It's just very sleek, very classic. Love it. And it actually comes in multiple colors as well. Now I really do like this Zara purse, but they want $300 for it. Is it worth $300, y'all? Let me know. And last but not least, this Michael Kors purse. Actually, I truly want this Michael Kors purse for myself. They have a brown one in like this like suede type of material, but they don't have the black one in the suede. They have it in like the regular material. I'm just like, why are they doing this to me? Like, do I deserve this or what? So that is actually everything I have compiled together for y'all to show y'all how you can shop the 2025 trends as seen by me, your girl AmberCharmayne. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to find any of the links down below, you can find them, and you know, your girl gonna get a commission if you shop any of these items. And of course, I'm gonna be providing you so many more links and shoppable options through so many of the other videos that I'm gonna be doing throughout the year for you all. I'm so excited to be back on YouTube, so you know, let's grow this channel to 5K and then 10K. So make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, engage with me. Let me know what you thought about the pieces, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.